we popping? Welcome to Keep It Real with Carlo. I got Sasha Mom over here chilling. I was gonna give y'all some input. I do read, well, I have people read the comments and things of that nature. And then so basically on Facebook I probably won't read no comments because anybody could be on Facebook just yapping. But if you're a subscriber to my channel, I know you ain't just anybody. You took the time to subscribe, and that's important to me. So every now and again, I'm gonna start mentioning some of the comments and some of the commenters. You know what I'm saying? To kind of give it a full spectrum of what's going on. And come on, yeah, a little full spectrum on what's going on. So this week's comment is dedicated to Fernando Cook. He's a subscriber and a follower on Facebook as well. So the comment was, stop some of the dead time at the beginning of my show. So that's something we're gonna put in an effort on. We started today. We're gonna get straight to it. We ain't gonna be able to eliminate all dead time, airtime, or whatever, but definitely we listening. So if you got a comment, you got an opinion, feel free. Now before we get deep into these stretches, like I said, Sunday, I'm gonna do my best to try to just really do my best Sunday. So I just really want y'all to check me out Sunday. Subscribe to the channel, Ruff Pupps Kennels, 3 words. But before you do that, I'm just giving you a little input on certain things. I wanted y'all to Google this Roman god called Ophirius. It's a Roman pagan god from way back. That don't mean he's not worth looking up. You know what I'm saying? Because all the guys is from way back. You just got to be honest. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean they not strong. That don't mean they not powerful. Damn sure don't mean they not worth looking up. So with that being said, if you get 5 seconds while we stretching, just look up this Ophirius guy, this Roman pagan god, because it's important. All right. So with all that being said, we gonna say thank you to the nurses, all nurses, everybody. I'm talking about mamas too, because y'all be nursing and caregiving, and it's just something about the love of a caregiver that's really worth being celebrated. So that's what this week about. We celebrating caregivers. You know what I'm saying? People that truly put their heart and soul and bettering others. You know what I'm saying? Making sure other people have a good day. You know what I'm saying? That's real major. That's powerful to me. So with all that being said, we're gonna get these stretches out to make sure we have a great, powerful day. Ooh, all right. You know how you pull it and you feel that little pop? Not, you ain't stretching enough. So keep stretching. Keep stretching. So today, Friday, you already know I've been up handling finances. Still ain't done. Gonna get done with this, jump in the shower. I gotta go talk to my financial people. We're trying to get these organizations in a real major way, established in a real way. And a lot of this is just resources from myself. I gotta go without in some cases to make sure somebody else get a burger, and that's okay. That's just the way of God's people. Period. All right, so these little leg lifts. Now, I will say this. I kind of started off different because I started off different. So normally we're going to these arm stretches, you understand? So either way, we're gonna have to work the whole body the best we can. So if you started off this way, more power to you. You know the routine. But this is definitely a better warm up than them legs. Cause them legs, boy, that'll get you going right off rip. Take deep breaths, extend your chest. That's going to extend your lung capacity. That's going to help you allow more oxygen to come in and allow you to put more bad carbons out. So you would be doing it naturally if you was running, chasing a deer or something. But since we getting deers delivered to us and laid on the table, expansion in our chest that we would normally have. So sometimes you just have to do an artificial extension, you know what I'm saying? I still don't know what's up with Sasha Mama. I don't know if we got puppies coming or not. Hey, she right here, she chilling. That's my baby. But definitely none sold for no illegal purposes, period. If any could be sold, because she don't look like she's gonna have that many. So it is what it is. But if she have more than two, I am gonna donate one to somebody, a good loving family that really want a blessing. Because a good dog ain't nothing like a good dog. You only need 2 or 3. They so addictive. I got more than one, but really, to be totally honest, one is enough. It's just like a child. You can't pour as much as you want to when you got as many kids as I got. If you got as many dogs as I got, it's just a lot of freaking pouring. So if you ain't the type who go get up every day and get into it, somebody gonna be without. So just get you one. Wow, that felt ooh. So yeah, so put that in, just putting that out there. If you get one, it's like having one Rolls Royce. Some people got a fleet of Rolls Royces, more power, but some people, you just get one Rolls Royce, you just appreciate it like it's the only one in the world. So I'm lucky and blessed to have more than one Rolls Royce, but if you get one of these ones, you better cherish it. There's always some a-hole interfering with my show. I'm gonna start hanging people out the window. My office hours is 10. Huh? Watch. They were like, no, why you? Did I tell you my office hours? So with that being said, I see somebody on the news being hung out the window. Don't panic. I ain't gonna let them go. If one of my homies, they might let them go. I don't know. If I'm there, I'm gonna say don't let them down that hard. So yeah, these leg lifts right here. Ooh, I don't know if you can see any kind of. I don't know if you can see any rips or tears or movement or whatever, but we're working on these old thighs. And that's just the honest to goodness truth. We're working on these old thighs. I ain't saying they gonna look like no bodybuilder, but we're working on these old thighs. And that's all you can do. Look how clean them feet is. Quit playing out here. Quit playing out here if you got dirty feet. Quit playing out here. You ain't gotta have no dirty feet. I'm finna go jump in the shower anyway. Make sure they clean it, but just know all of that is God, man. Clean up your house, clean up your life, brush your teeth, wash your face. Quit being in that depression. We finna make a change, baby. The truth about to come out. You is God's chosen people. No more bamboozling. No more bamboozling, but you gotta be willing to accept the challenge. You think it's easy to be a soldier for right? You think it's easy? You think it's easy? God's people is warriors. Period. Fair warriors, not no motherfuckers lying about no treaties and then blowing you up next day. We gonna stand on our word. You gonna get it right, or you gonna get it. You gonna get it. That's just truth. That's just truth. I ain't gonna lie to you and say if you get it right, we ain't gonna stand on our word. We're gonna stand on our word. You do us right, we're gonna do you right. Your intention to keep us oppressed, your intention to keep us oppressed with your skirt on, with this wage discrimination right in our face. Black men making 75 cents to $1. Do you know how quick that separate the what they call the middle class? If Bo over here making 100,000, I'm making 75,000. I'm thinking I'm doing good because I used to make 20,000. But in 2 years, Bo done made 50,000 more than me. In 2 years, that's what 25 cents on $1 do. So you talking about that don't separate the minimum wage? And they doing this shit, they got laws and regulations to keep black men and women and white women oppressed. They making 83 cents on $1, doing the same work. I'm just telling you facts. And as a leader of the African people that don't want to be oppressed no more, it's my obligation to share the truth. This ain't no just environment you in. This environment is totally unjust, ungodly. We're gonna blow the wig off of that Sunday. Promise you that. All facts. All facts. Everything else, somebody got an opinion for you. You go ahead and you follow that opinion. But I'm gonna give you everything you can Google. You can find out facts for yourself. If you choose to refuse the truth, ooh-wee, that ain't on me no more. That ain't on me no more. That burden lifted off my back. I done did what he asked me to do. Show you the truth. Allow you to see the truth for yourself. That's all I'm gonna do. Cause there's some truth out here that you ain't seeing. There's some truth out here that you was not seeing. You was not seeing the truth. Religion, education, finances, all untruth, equality, out the window. Equality, out the window. They'll tell you it's in the building. It's out the window. All you gotta do is ask Google, how much am I paying compared to Biff? In 2026, they still got systemic racism going on right now? Yeah, it's an ungodly world. Not world, country. We're gonna go on to that, because I got what they call receipts. That's why I say do your little research. I'm asking you to do some research so you can have some receipts for yourself. Google Ophiuchus, the Roman pagan god Ophiuchus. Just start there. Because you ain't heard of him. You need to hear of him. You think Satan bad? Yeah, I'm going to give you some clues. You think Satan bad? I'm going to give you some clues. If you think Satan bad, Google Ophiuchus. Now that's going to help you up. That's going to help you up. Because right now, what I'll hit you with, is going to have to help you understand. Ophiuchus is like Satan's uncle. Satan little buck, little young buck, as they say in LA. That's a little nephew. You gotta read about Ophiuchus. Is that because you don't hear about these gangsters? Don't mean gangsters, they ain't here no more. They just learn how to move in silence. What you talking about? Real gangsters move in silence. I'm trying to tell you what's going on. Just because you don't hear that name popping, you see this destruction going on. You see this injustice going on. Ain't no God in that. He wants you to be treated great. He wants you to be prosperous. Only true God. You ain't great. You ain't being prosperous. It might not even be your fault. Because there's systemic racism going on right now in this country. You gotta work 2 or 3 times harder than the next man to make it. You know, after 2 years, I'm 50,000 behind Biff. At 4 years, I'm 100,000 behind Biff for doing the same work. How many jobs I gotta work to catch up? Systemic racism. Wake up. America is totally unjust, totally racist, totally sexist today. Worshiping a pagan god. You wonder why? You wonder why? Oh Lord, I just don't want to. I don't want to blow the lid off what's going on Sunday. Woo-wee. I said I was gonna make a joke. You might see a brother walk on water. When I tell you it's gonna be so inspiring, it's gonna be so uplifting. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just trying to tell you. I need to see some people that Sunday, and I have been seeing some new subscribers, and I thank y'all for that. But yeah, we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna do these chairs, these chair exercises. You see, I broke it down to 5 pounds. I ain't been trying to kill myself. We're gonna do what we can to stay in motion. For real, if I did 15 every day, oh, I'd be coming out here looking like Lou Ferrigno. Period. But I ain't Lou Ferrigno. I'm a 55-year-old bro trying to do the best he can in the name of God. Jesus Christ, the Son of Nazareth, the Son of the Motherland, the Son of the Most High. Just trying to show some love for the time and energy he put in to just make sure I'm here. I'm a stretch for him. I'm a research for him. You ain't got to beg me to Google Noah Farias twice. You ain't got to beg me to Google what's going on twice. I see it ain't godly. And you see it ain't godly too. You see it ain't godly. So for you not to want to do some research and see who behind what's going on, you just gonna, I don't care how many years you've been lied to, 100 years, 200 years, 250 years. That don't make it right, and that don't make you no bad person for wanting the truth. That don't make you no bad person for wanting change. It ain't gonna make you like everybody else who okay with injustice, who okay with slavery, who okay with, oh Lord, they okay with so much stuff. Ain't nothing got to do with God. And that's just American history. I could go, we gonna touch on some stuff that's gonna prove evident what's going on here. And the proof is it started right where I told you to do your research. Hey, where your ass at? Come here. Oh shit, she right behind me. Tell you, them mother freakers. I don't trust my dogs. Them mothers will find a spot to drop a load in a minute. I'll be giving them biscuits and treats, and they are like they just can't wait to make room for more biscuits and treats. But she chilling. She ain't do me like that. That's what it is. It's just them boys. Them boys are so stubborn and so retarded. They super smart, but they stubborn, which make them retarded. And see, that's gonna be the issue. That's gonna be the issue with modern day Christians. I'm gonna give you something just on that segue. You stubborn. You stubborn. Modern day Christians are stubborn. They're afraid to search for the truth. They're afraid to learn something new. And in that sense, it's gonna make you retarded. Because if you can Google that image you worshiping right now ain't nobody Jesus, and you still stubborn and want to put it on your walls and kitchen, that's retarded. But you stubborn because you see your mama and your brother doing it. But when you Google, you ask Google, is that image anything like the real Jesus Christ? It's gonna tell you hell to the F no. So now you gotta ask yourself, what is the image on it? I'm gonna put you on some game. But the truth is the truth. Ask yourself, that image you worshiping, that's not Jesus. It don't say it's Jesus. Google who it is. It's gonna say it ain't Jesus. It don't look like Jesus. It ain't the same ethnicity as Jesus. That's not Jesus. So you got a whole country worshiping an entity that's not Jesus, and then you want to try to say, because you're telling the stories of Jesus, but you're using an entity of a demon. What the what? You think you surrounded by this demon entity? All these pictures of this demon entity in every church, every home, every Bible storybook, everywhere you look, and then you want to try to say, because you speaking the word of Jesus, it's going to outpower this demonic image. That's for people who's stubborn, and then that stubborn is going to equal stupidity. Because if you go Google and they say, no, that ain't Jesus, that ain't who Jesus looked like, you ain't smart enough to ask yourself, well, who the hell is that? Who the hell they been having me worship all this time? Time is evident, because just like 250 years, it's another important time too, 2,500 years. It's also written that few things will not be hidden for long. The sun, the moon, and the truth. And I kept doing my research. I'm like, there's 250. What does this evil stuff mean? And it's like, you gotta go back, times that by 10. Give your speech on Sunday. On the right click of the moon, exactly 2,500 years when it was written that the truth about to be out. No longer will God's people be just misled. I don't care how many years you've been misled, you no longer will be. You no longer have to stay stubborn. Oh, I'm so comfortable. We sing it. Yeah. Google who that image is. And if you Google an image and they tell you it's not the person they say it is, and you still confused, that's not my fault either. You have to ask yourself questions in order to get answers. If you're afraid to ask questions because you're so comfortable with the lie, you're afraid to ask questions, it's not my fault. I'm just telling you, when you go to that door and you got that ticket and you talking to Jesus Christ, the Son of Nazareth, the Son of the motherland, the Son of the Most High, when you talking to him and you pull out that pamphlet of the God you've been worshiping all your life, even after I done gave you some input, trust me, he's gonna ask you to go to the next line. You in the wrong line, man. Sister Brown, you in the wrong line. Sister Jones, you in the wrong line. The Spirit has moved people to give you all the truth. The Spirit has moved people to give you the truth. You refuse to accept the truth. And then therefore you refuse to accept me, because bottom line, he tell you, in order for salvation, you must accept me as your Lord and Savior. The Son of Nazareth, the Son of the motherland, the Son of the Most High. That's the only true Jesus it is. So if you okay with accepting something that they telling you ain't Jesus, if you're okay with that, you got to be okay. We're going to the next line, because false worship is false worship. So that's just fun to me. It ain't funny. But let me do a little bit more of this. I got to jump in this shower and whatnot. I got to transfer some finances to Janice Sue's, a home for him. I'm planning on getting that boy up and running. I done kind of pushed my deadline back to September, so it'll still be a good deadline. We'll make sure that nobody out here in the cold that we can help. You know, of course we can't help everyone, but we're gonna make sure there's a few people that's gonna have this, gonna have this winter, this Christmas to reflect. Yeah, I just do a little research. Just actually Google, is the image that I'm seeing a proper reflection of the real Jesus Christ? If it tells you no, if it tells you no, then why I gotta be talking to you? Why? I mean, because you're comfortable. You're comfortable. You feel safe in the lie. You've been taught the lie. You've been beat the lie. You've been convinced the lie. All you know is the lie until the truth makes itself relevant and evident. So like I said, he just chilling. He was like, okay, y'all keep lying. Y'all keep lying. We're going to try to save a few. We're going to give a couple of them some time in the tribulation. We're going to bring a few of them back that just never got a chance to get the truth. But, we got a plan. We got someone coming. We got somebody coming, brothers, that's going to break down all these lies. Going to open up the doors to truth and salvation. You think the true God you think the son of Nazareth, the son of the Most High, the son of the motherland, all however you want to mix it, you think he gonna let this bull crap, this pagan imagery, this bull crap just grow? And watch his people perish with no hope of everlasting life because you putting your trust in a pagan image? God don't want that. His son don't want that. Holy Spirit don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that for you. Hey, and you ain't even got to surrender. You ain't even got to surrender. I done surrendered. I'm giving you the information that they done threw on my back. There's more to come. You ain't even got to surrender. All you got to do is pick up your phone and start asking some doggone questions. There's so much truth out there if you ask the right questions. So, with that being said, good morning, Facebook. I need y'all to tell your mom and your daddy to come on and subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Ruff Pupps Kennels, 3 words. We definitely gonna try to. I need y'all over there because ain't no telling when I'm gonna drop something that ain't for everybody. So with all that being understood, where my baby at? She chilling right there. Yeah. I tell you, this shower gonna feel so good. And I done misplaced my dang jewels and whatnot. I be moving too fast. Hopefully, I just misplaced some things. I'll lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. That's one of my favorite phrases. Okay, so we working on the arms. We did a few little stretches. You can do a few more. We did a couple leg lifts. You can do a few more. Like I said, you don't have to. I'm not everything. You can when I'm gone. You got that energy, you done had your little tea, or you done had your coffee, you done had your boost, whatever, and you got more energy, utilize that energy, keep going. You know what you need. So you know what you need. You know what you're able to give yourself. Don't short yourself just because I'm checking out. I got stuff to do. You might have a little more free time. Utilize it, lift that leg up. Ooh, yeah, try to stretch that leg out as much as you can. What the heck? Get a full extension. Alright. I tell you, they need that full extension. Yeah. I tell you, it feels good though. That full extension is needed. I don't know what I was waiting on. So yeah, that kind of loosened it up. Come on. Come on, get your butt up here. Y'all know what it is. She been a good girl. Y'all stay real, stay strong, definitely stay rough. Connect to the channel, Ruff Pupps Kennels. If y'all already there, much love. Like I said, Fernando Cook, thanks for your input. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to mention some more people, and I'm gonna try to utilize positive information. All that bull crap, y'all can save some of them texts. Y'all can save some of that energy because your boy ain't got no time for that. You shouldn't even have time for that. If you ain't know no positive stuff, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and see why you taking breath away from positive people. Hush your mouth. Save some oxygen for people who trying to do some good.